All right, the 49ers just wrapped up their Friday practice in Santa Clara as they prepare to face the New England Patriots on Sunday at Levi's Stadium. A couple of new injuries that came up on the 49ers official injury report for this game. The top one being left tackle Trent Williams. There was no indication after yesterday that anything was wrong with him, but he reported to the team's facility on Friday with a sore toe, and he is listed as questionable for this game. And frankly, watching him walk after practice, I have some serious questions whether he'll be good enough to play in this game. But he's listed as questionable, which implies a 50-50 shot of playing. So he was new. Add to the injury report, as was Talanoa Hufanga with an ankle injury. So those are two starters, two very important starters that the 49ers list as questionable for this game. Jordan Elliott, good news. He's also questionable. Deebo Samuel's questionable, and D Winters is questionable as well. Two guys are listed as out. You knew about Javon Hargrave with the triceps injury, the torn triceps. He's out for the season, as is linebacker Curtis Robinson with a torn ACL, and injury sustained in practice on Thursday. So 49ers will definitely make some roster moves on Friday, or I'm sorry, on Saturday. Right now, they have 52 players on their 53-man roster, and then Hargrave and Robinson will be going on injured reserve. So the 49ers have some roster spots to fill. They could fill those with guys being bumped up from the practice squad. Okay, so at NBC Sports Bay Area.com, I listed my 49ers to watch in this game against the Patriots. And I listed number 5 as Devondre Campbell. The 49ers have had issues with their third down defense. Maybe D Winters is good enough to play in this game and he can take some of the load off on third downs as far as covering tight ends. But I think the Patriots, with Hunter Henry as being kind of their top receiver, a tight end, they're going to find ways to try to match Henry against Campbell if Campbell's out there on third down. So that's why Campbell's my number 4, my number 5 guy to watch. My number 4 guy to watch is Jordan Mason. He's done a lot of good things, many good things, rushing the ball, 324 yards rushing in the 3 games with Christian McCaffrey out. The only area where the 49ers are really lacking on offense is third down back. And so he's not that threat out of the backfield, but of course, very few people are. In comparison to Christian McCaffrey. I'll talk more about the third down back on Saturday to get you prepared for this game, about how the 49ers might have to kind of change how they look on offense. But I have Jordan Mason as my number 4 player to watch, as the 49ers, as always, want to get that run game going. Number 3 is Talanoa Hufanga, who now is battling an ankle injury. He is in line to make his second start in a row after coming off the torn ACL from last year. 49ers have to get things tightened up in the back end, the communication with Talanoa Hufanga and with Jair Brown, as well as with the other cornerbacks. The 49ers have given up way too many big plays down the field, both in completions and also penalties. So they got to get that stuff tightened up against Jacoby Brissett and the Patriots. Patriots don't have a lot of big play weapons on offense, so the 49ers should have the upper hand in that area. Speaking of the Patriots not having a whole lot of big play weapons, that's why they went after Brandon Ayuk and were willing to pay him a big money deal. Brandon Ayuk gave the stiff arm to the Patriots. He remains with the 49ers, and so you know that the Patriots don't want Brandon Ayuk to come to life in this game. So whether it's Christian Gonzalez covering him, the young guy, only played 4 games as a rookie. He's had a pretty good start here in the first 3 games for the Patriots and pass coverage. So the Patriots will certainly have a lot of focus on Brandon Ayuk, who has not put up the big numbers so far in the first 3 games of the season. And then my number 1 guy to watch is Nick Bosa. 49ers will want to slow down the running game of the Patriots, get in third and long situations, and then turn up the heat on Brissett. Now, Leonard Floyd hasn't put a lot of pressure on the quarterback from the one end. 49ers pass rush is a little bit in flux with Hargrave out of the lineup. Yetur Gross-Matos, Malik Collins, Kevin Givens, all those guys are going to have to kind of band together and get pressure on the quarterback on a consistent basis. But the one guy who's the given is Nick Bosa, the highest paid player on the team. And he has 2 sacks in the 3 games, but they need consistent pressure on him. Of course, the Patriots are going to devote all their energy to stopping Bosa, blocking him up. It's not going to be one-on-one. the Patriots are going to have the Patriots have had a lot of flux on their offensive line. Three different starting left tackles. Demontre Jacobs will be the starter on Sunday against the 49ers. Bosa, it doesn't matter whether he is single blocked, whether he's double teamed, whether they have a back chipping him, no matter what they do. Bosa has to come through. 49ers are counting on him. He's the guy who said after the game, 49ers have to feel that loss against the Rams. Well, now Nick Bosa has to make the opposition feel his presence and be a game wrecker on Sunday. So that's the update from the 49ers after their Friday practice. I'll give you a preview of tomorrow, talking about McCaffrey. And, very much up in the air. The 49ers look to start ramping him up as far as his return from the Achilles tendonitis. But where the 49ers need to find somebody is or find a combination that works in Christian McCaffrey's absence is when the 49ers are in those third and medium, third and long situations. They really don't have a third down back. We'll talk more about that on Saturday with Deebo Samuel perhaps fitting into that role. But the 49ers going with more wide receiver sets. Kyle Juszczyk maybe used more on third downs, as well as obviously George Kittle. By the way, George Kittle, off the injury report. He missed last week's game with the hamstring injury, but he is good to go. He's not even listed. So that's it for now. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. And we'll be back at you real soon.